Wright has done a lot of really, really cool stuff like we're about to talk about. F1 movie coming out, and obviously you guys got to be featured in that in a major way. So I think we'll start off with you, Adam. The big question is, how does one even get in contact with movie people, and how you got the opportunity to do that in the first place?
Yeah, well, first things first, I have to give a huge shout out to Eric Joyner at Good Boy Bob and Patrick Long and Jeff Swoboda at Lufka Colt, who really helped, introduce us to Apple Studios, and that's really how the deal came together. But it was really awesome that they did that, and they were looking for a racing team to effectively do some filming with them at Daytona, and we ended up being the right pick.
We'll go over to Elliot for this one. Obviously, you guys have a little bit of extra weight in your rear bumper there with the camera. But talk to me about what it was like cosplaying as Chip Hart Racing last year.
Yeah, that was a surreal experience, to say the least, right? It's not only are you there filming a major motion picture that I think is now the most expensive movie ever made, or somewhere up there. It was also our first ever IMSA race, and being the Daytona 24, so you had all of that together, and it's, if you ever needed a sign of like, oh, we've made it into the big show of racing, like that was it. Unbelievable time, just the crowds, the people, to be walking around in a different sort of suit like that, and then just to have swarms of people around your tent the entire time. It was a pretty special weekend, to say the least, and then to have to go out there and do the job at the same time made it quite fun.
You guys make your IMSA debut in these Geico Chip Hart colors. You go back to SRO, you win the championship. Would you say that's maybe some good juju there from Apple Studios towards you guys?
I mean, I'm already hoping for the sequel based on how that one went. So yeah, let's maybe when some of the bigger stuff comes along and they want to make F1 too, there's another sports car team ready to do it again.
Would we call that F2 the movie then, or?
I don't think so. I don't think it works that way.
I'll say this: you guys obviously have your own reasons, but for everyone at home, I would love for you to tell everybody why you should go out and watch, why they should go out and watch the Formula One movie and see for themselves, starting with you, Adam.
Yeah. I mean, first things first, I have to say, we made it very, very clear with Apple Studios that we did not want, the entire production to be distracting us in a negative way. Daytona is the biggest race of the year. It was our debut race for IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, and I have to say they respected that massively. We told them we are here to race, and we are doing this in addition to that, but our priority is racing, and we're always going to treat it that way. And they showed massive respect to us with that. And then, the next thing is just the sheer amount of effort that they put towards, the production quality and, making sure everything was right and accurate. Our car came in after the session, and it was covered in marks from all the marbles and dust from dipping wheels in the dirt and everything. And they said, is that the way that the race cars look, and after a session or during the race? And we're like, it looks 10 times worse, halfway through the race. And they literally got a guy starting to paint all of the rubber marks and, all of the dust on the car, not the one that we were racing, but the one they were using for shots. And it looked identical. You really couldn't tell the difference. Even shards of carbon they started putting in different places. And it was just really cool to see the effort that not only the production team, but also the actors made to make sure that everything that they did reflects what we actually do as the racers themselves.
Elliot, from your perspective, why should everyone go watch F1 in a couple weeks?
Do you like the movie Top Gun?
I love Top Gun.
Do you like Days of Thunder?
I'm aware of it. Big Tom Cruise guy.
Combine them.
Yeah, I think that's enough. Wright Motorsports, guys.